Hi everyone, Jacqui Krystal, and welcome back to Life, L.Y.F.E, Living Your Fullest Evolution is the way I like to see it, or Love You Forever. So normally I have a community member who'd come in, we'd have a bit of a chat, they'd have a question, I'd intuit a response. Today it's actually going to be me for the Christmas edition, and yeah, I'm hoping that we're all just taking some time to consolidate right now as best we can after what's been a huge year for so many people. So either people around you or yourselves, but look, it's the nature of our acceleration of our planetary evolution, and we're in it. That's it. We're living it now. We're all strong souls, and we're going to get through it. Just one day at a time. It's teaching us how to have presence. It's teaching us how to ground. Now, I'm touching on something today that is quite topical for myself. Mine's on pets today, so I'm just going to have a bit of brevity around pets and what happens when they cross over to spirit. But I'm also going to extend it to animals at large, mainly because of all these fires and how our native animals are all we're having a mass departure from the physical into the metaphysical for them. And this week, my uncle's bird has passed away. I've got a friend who's putting their dog down today. When I relay the stories, I'm hearing other people who are also having similar themes. And I've also had visitation from my beautiful family cat who we had for 19 years and had to put down in January this year. And so I'm honoring his spirit as well as all the animals in just relaying how I see spirit animals and also what their purpose is. And so their purpose to me for animals across the board on Earth are ultimately, in respect to humanity, to open up. Well, I reference this to pets mainly, okay, but to open up our heart space. They really do show the unconditional love state. Now, it's our perception of unconditional love, but what's really happening is that they're speaking a language of a higher vibration. I've always placed animals, quite frankly, and maybe some of you resonate with this, but at a higher vibration than the mass of humanity. And that is mainly for me actually due to the nature of language, how they use it, and that their communications are a telepathic, instinctive, and intuitive language, of which I believe humanity could really benefit from engaging more so at that level. For most of us, we don't. And they teach us that there is a communication beyond, the language beyond, heart space and love beyond, and ultimately where language, like humans use language as a barrier and a limitation sometimes rather than an expression and a purity. And you'll find that the unconditional love that we see in animals is actually the purity of expression. And you can feel it, in our feeling state. And it's like even if you walk into a room and you can feel how someone's, feeling or been responding, even if they don't say anything. That's because we're tuned. We're intuitive beings. We're able to deduce the frequency of vibrations going on, and plus we're all oneness. This physical incarnation itself is just a almost like a holographic projection, but in a physical, heavier, sort of dense vibrational form. But we're all like a lot lighter and brighter and exponential in that we're in the metaphysical world as much as we're in the physical world. But we're not trained to understand that. We're getting some teachers now that are really showing us the pathway forward with that, and how to be embracing a more fulfilling life and a freer life and a more heart integrated life, which is part of the spiritual evolution for ourselves and the planet at large. My belief system around why we're losing so many native animals, particularly in the fires, and so many animals just full stop, that the animals are actually required because they're a more holistic expression of spirit. They're actually, as I said, their intelligence is innate. It is instinctive, and we might see that as being limited in capacity, and maybe they're not. Well, I can't say they're not more complex, because an ant is actually just as complex as a human. They've got order and structures just as we do in the human world. So it's just a difference of vibration, the way that I see it, and I honestly relate it to the language. Anyway, if I had more time, I'd go into that. What I'm going to say is the way that pets communicate with me is that they're full of their life and their love. I've never met a pet that has actually said, you know, why did you put me down, or why couldn't you, you know, love me more or give me more time. They don't perceive it, or they don't register it, or they certainly don't communicate it with me that way whatsoever. They are pure spirit. Pure spirit has no judgments about anything on the physical plane. It just loves, loves, loves. And they come through in their form and their mannerisms. Sometimes they come in different forms. I gave a friend a reading once around her dog, and he actually presented like a very sage and wise Asian person, which actually made sense to her when I relayed that information about his personality and what his purpose was for their family. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much more time on this, only because I'm aware I've got to limit this one and I can keep on talking. But I'm going to wish you all a magic Christmas. Please be in your own space as much as you possibly can this Christmas. Take it safe, take it easy. If meaningful to you is just spending it on your own, or spending it very in wind down mode, or if it's spending it with a lot of people and having lots of friends and family around you, whatever's right for you, honor yourselves. In leading out from our pets, there was a song that came to me, and I just want to sing it from our pets to us, and it is, you are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. You are the apple of my eye, yeah. Forever you stay in my heart. They'll always stay in our heart, and they'll always love us unconditionally. So beautiful. Anyway, I hope you've gleaned something from today. I look forward to seeing you back here in March. Happy Christmas, everyone, and much love. Bye-bye.